YouTube? It's Des, and I'm back with another video. So if you're new to my channel, please stop what you're doing and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're one of my people that watch me on a regular, welcome back to Vlogtober. So today I'm going to be on the video just sharing with you guys some very successful tips if you are planning on breastfeeding, or if you are in the process of breastfeeding right now and you're just like ready to give up. Let me tell you, sis, I was there, been there plenty of times, but there's hope. So I'm just going to jump into this video, give you some tips and tricks just to get your milk flow going so that you don't give up, because we all know that breast milk from moms is one of the healthiest things you can give to your baby, especially during the first year of their life. So my goal is to be able to nurse my daughter until she's at least 1 year old. With my other daughter, if you guys don't know, she was a preemie, so I was only able to pump milk for her for like the first 4 months. And even then, it wasn't as successful as it could have been had I known these tips and tricks that I know now. And it wasn't like a latching on thing because she had to stay in a NICU for 2 weeks. So I kind of like just gave up with the her being in the hospital and me being away from her. But with this baby, I was able to bring her straight home. So yeah. So just a quick story. So when I first gave birth to her, I'm not going to lie, my nipples, they were hurting really bad. She wasn't latching on correctly, and it was just a mess. Like, it was to the point to where, like, my nipples were, like, raw and at one point bleeding. So I was ready to give up in the hospital, but I told myself this time that I didn't want that to happen and that I was going to make sure that I stuck with it. So one of the first things that I did was I got some ointment, and I applied that, and I will be putting a picture of the ointment that I use. I forgot to bring it down here, sorry, but it was really good, and it's almost like a what do you call it, like a Neosporin almost, but it really worked very well for my nipples just to kind of get them back into health mode, like really quickly. By the next day, I'm talking about the next day, like they felt a lot better. So in the hospital, my lactation nurse gave me one of these. So this is called a nipple guard, if you guys can see. So this is what the nipple guard looks like, and you just rinse it with warm water and their baby soap when you want to wash it. This is what I use in the hospital, and sometimes like when she's like not latching that well, because I am doing bottles and I am pumping, so she's taking the bottles as well as my breast. So when she's having a hard time like latching on, I do use this because it can hurt if she's like gnawing trying to latch on. So this is like one of the first things I started using in the hospital. So if you guys are having a hard time with the baby latching on, or if it's just really painful, try this before you give up, because it really helped me. And it's just called a nipple guard, and you can find them on Amazon for like $10. I got this one in the hospital, and I brought another one from Walmart, I believe. And when I looked it up, you can find them for like $10 on Amazon. So try this out before you give up. The next thing, just like for you in general, you do want to make sure that you get some nursing bras. So the nursing bras are very important, and the nursing pads. So I got the nursing pads, but the good thing that I will tell you guys is, for me, I only had to use the nursing pads a whole lot like that first 4 weeks. After that, I really don't never have to use nursing pads. And if I leak, it's usually like when I'm at home, if it's at night and I like have given her a bottle or something like that, then I may leak. Or if she's like really crying and really like irritable and I've just fed her, I may leak a little bit, but it's not to the point to where like I actually need the nursing pads. You are going to need the nursing pads in the beginning, because you are going to leak and your bra is going to be full of milk, and that's what you want it to do. So get those nursing pads. I believe that those are also maybe like $10, and you get like a month worth, like 30 maybe in a pack. I got them for my baby shower, so you do want to get some nursing pads because you are going to need them. Maybe not the whole time, but you are going to need them from time to time. And the nursing bras that I got, I actually ordered them off Walmart. 2 came in a pack for $12. And I thought, like, I was like a little, like, you know, a little iffy about it, because I'm like, there's no way these $12 bras are going to work for 2. That's like $6 a bra. But I got them, and I actually put it on just so that you guys can see today. And this is another thing you want to do. You want to make sure that when you're at home nursing, if you guys can see, try to put on a shirt, cut up a few. I cut up 2 or 3. And just because it's just so convenient. You see how easy that is when you're tired and you're sleeping. You don't have to like kind of like maneuver and try to get, you know, yourself together in the middle of the night. You're not going to be thinking about that. You're just going to be thinking about sticking this nipple technically the nipple into the baby's mouth. So you just want to get a shirt that you can just flip up and down, or sometimes I just sleep in my nursing bra, to be honest, because it's so much easier. And this nursing bra, I just want to show you guys, it has a flap right here, and you just like pull it like this, and so it's very easy. And then it has like a hole right here, and the nipple is out, and you are good to go. So you cannot beat that for $12. So look it up, and it's going to be 2 in a pack, and they're coming different colors and sizes. I got this color, which is like a blue or like jean kind of material, and then I got a white one because you know white goes with everything. Okay, so that is just for you personally. And then another thing personally, if your milk is like drying out, or you're just not getting enough milk and the baby's getting irritable, because my daughter was getting very irritable to the point to where I had to literally go get her milk and like do the both of them, which I'm not against, because either way, the more nursing you can do for the baby is best. But you want to make sure that your baby is also getting the nutrients that he or she needs. So you want to do the best that you can to just make sure that happens. So sometimes you just have to do both. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. So these are the cookies that I got. And they are right here. They're lactation cookie bites. And you can get these from Walmart. These are like $3 for the pack, like $2.85 for each pack. But they also come in a big box where you can get like maybe like a 30-day supply. I don't know, maybe like over exaggerating, but they're like $20 for the box. But I usually just get these when I'm having a hard time. So maybe like a week or two where I'm not producing as much, because she may be going through a growth spurt. She may be like feeding a lot more throughout the day. So you need that milk to pick up. Go get you some of these cookies right here. They come in, this is the oatmeal chocolate chip, and they come in like the regular oatmeal. So it's like a regular oatmeal and then a regular oatmeal with chocolate chip. And these are basically only thing you have to really take. And for me, my milk came in within a week, and I eat them at least 1 pack a day. So if you get like 5 of these by that Friday, your milk is going to be coming in. The milk is going to be flying everywhere, okay? I'll kid you not. So try that. Then, okay, so while you're actually pumping, so when you first get home, guys, it is very, very, very important that you pump every 2 hours. I don't care what anyone tells you. I try to do it every 3 hours. 2-3 hours, that's great. You have to pump. I know it's very tiring, but it's very rewarding in the end. So make sure that you're pumping. And for someone like me who got kind of lazy and wasn't pumping consistently, that's why I had to resort to these cookies for the milk to be flying everywhere, because your milk will dry up. Your body tells you what you need. So when you're pumping, your body's telling you that you need milk for every 2 hours, which is when the baby should be eating, every 2 to 3 hours. So you want to make sure that you're, you know, actually pumping. Even if that baby is not hungry, pump so that you can get the milk and store the milk. I have not pumped enough to where I have to store because my baby's with me. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now. So currently, I'm not in the process of like doing any storing of the milk. But just in case, you want to get some of those bags and store that milk, because I don't know how long it lasts, but I know it lasts a very long time. As long as you store it correctly in those baggies and stick it in your freezer, you should be good to go. So this is the pump that I use. And before you even start pumping, make sure that you get comfortable. So the first thing you're going to need is a Boppy. This Boppy is going to save your life. For one, my cousin was the one who told me that she saw on TikTok where the baby is put on here like after nursing and stuff like that, so that the baby can sleep. So if you notice that when you're nursing your child, the child is not going to be spoiled. People are going to say, oh, your baby is spoiled. No, they're just used to being up against you and always on you because they're used to you nursing them. So if you don't want them to like be squirmy and always waking up like every 20 minutes because they don't feel you holding them, get you this Boppy and put them on their side so that they can sleep comfortably and not wake up, you know, every 20 minutes. But you do want to make sure that you keep an eye on them at all times. So I usually have this right next to me in my room or in my bed. It's just so that I don't have to hold her per se. So I lay her on her side on this. Of course, when she's sleeping, she's laying on her back still. So you just want to be really, really careful with it. But that's really good for that, so they can feel that like warmth and just think that you're actually holding them. You just trick them a little bit so that you don't have to always have them in your arms. So I do use this for that. And also I use this for when I'm nursing her. You just set it on your lap. I usually just set it on my lap, or I'll put it around my waist like so, like this, if you guys can see that. And then I kind of just put her on top either on this side or either on this side, and then I nurse her like that. So you're gonna need one of these, or you can use a good old pillow, but you know, this is kind of best because you can actually maneuver it and wrap it around the way you want to. Okay, so that's that before you get started. And then you want to make sure that you purchase one of these. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it'll suction onto your nipple like so. You just squeeze it in like that and let it go, and it'll catch when you're not nursing on whichever nipple you're not nursing on. It'll catch all that milk, and that extra milk will definitely, you know, it'll add up, so it'll be worth it. And then I like this feature at the bottom because it'll stick onto like your dresser and stuff like that. So sometimes, like, in order for me to make sure like it doesn't spill out, like after I'm finished, when I'm still pumping, or you know, this one is just done leaking, I'll just stick it on my dresser. Then when I finish up, I'll pour it into a bottle and hold it for her next feeding or whenever she wakes up. So, and I also like that it has this so that you can put it around your neck and then you can nurse. Only thing I don't like about this, and I'm going to be honest, is that it's very painful in the beginning if you're not used to it. So you have to you have to try a few times with like this little motion and just doing like a little bit enough so that it's not really painful, because it will pinch you and you will be like, oh no, I'm done. So it's just a little playing around with it, and then you will be good to go. So this was a good purchase. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have it the little suction thing. I would kind of have like some type of strap to kind of like hold it into place, because like I said, it can be painful. But if you want to catch that extra milk, be sure to get one of these. Now the breast pump that I have is the Medela, and this is what it looks like. And it comes in this really nice traveling case. So you just put it like this. So if I'm going to my store, if I'm going to a friend's house, you can bring it and you are good to go. And it has like the plug, but everything literally fits inside of here. And when I go over there, I just take this part. So this is where it pumps through, and then it just goes into the bottle. And you can pump 2 at the same time, but usually I only pump 1 breast at a time. So I'll do 1 breast for 20 minutes and then the other breast for another 20 minutes, and then I'm done. So now I have been pumping every 3 hours, 20 on each breast, and that's that. Some people never have to pump, but I like to pump so that my daughter can help feed, my husband can help feed, and you know, if a friend comes over, they can help feed, so that she'll get used to everything. Because you know, you just don't want them used to one thing unless you are like a for real stay-at-home mom. You know, you're not gonna ever need anyone to watch the baby, then that would be a little bit different. But yeah, so those are just my tips for successful breastfeeding. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Hit the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, so hit that bell so that you can see my videos come up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.